Hey everybody, welcome back once again to Jurassic World on this Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. What love and affection is in the air for the dinosaurs today? Remember, all you need is roar, right? At least that's how it should be, I think. Quite possibly, but yeah. Anyway, so we are doing a very special tournament today for a legendary pack. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll come away with a lovely Valentine's Day present. Along the way, we'll be talking some love triangle stuff among the dinosaurs, some of the very special things that dinosaurs may or may not have done in actual real life. You know, I mean, there are scientific findings behind the fact that dinosaurs did actually, once in a while, engage in certain unspeakable acts. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get on into it. So, I think we are going to go ahead and start off with some herbivores. Yeah. Damn. They are really making these tournaments hard now, aren't they? I mean, let's be honest, this is not a tiptoe through the park, so to speak. How about we bring in Supersaurus, Stegoceratops, and Indominus. Because that just makes sense. So, a few weeks ago, we were talking about this new find that showed giant theropods, like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, might have engaged in bird-like mating rituals to attract mates after scientists found some castings of such evidence in mud in British Columbia. So, you know, the fact that they might find something else alluding to these formidably mentioned bird-like traits, I wouldn't call that something of a long shot, would you? Yeah, so, as you can imagine, they did. Even more evidence was found shortly after an announcement in Colorado where researchers have found what they're calling Dino Love scraps that are the size of bathtubs casted in a rock, similar to those used by birds who are nesting today. So yeah, essentially, what that means, right, essentially, mind you, is that we are talking about dino foreplay. Dear God. So yeah, the question now remains, what got them such a mate? Was this really the only thing that lured them in? A dance in some little bathtub-sized scrapings? Not so sure about that now after that scientists have found evidence that certain horns and frills among dinosaur lines had been used to, you guessed it, attract mates. Just like that, one is away here in the Valentine's Day Questothon, I guess you could say. So, what else do we got going on? Really? That's the best that they could come up with, is 2 Sarcos in a row? Okay, well, what are you gonna do? So, let's bring in Terry number 1, and Quetzal, and Terry number 2. This should be a fair fight, right? I would think so. Dinosaurs grew frills that were disproportionately larger to their bodies as they got older, indicating that the frills only served one function. You see a theme evolving here? it's like the mysteries of Dino Love. Yeah. The frills act to work as the biggest aphrodisiac that one lucky Triceratops might ever see. Just let that sink in for a minute. No, I mean, you know, it's funny, too, because, like, researchers had thought for years that this is more or less the function of these particular features. The Stegosaurus with its plates, Triceratops with this huge frilled skull. I guess that means that Stegoceratops had double the pleasure, double the fun. Am I right? Yeah, let's not think dirty thoughts about it. Oh my god, this is turning out into be like one of the strangest renditions of these that we've ever done. I feel so dirty now. It's horrible. I mean, not to mention the Hadrosaur too. I mean, it had the big crest and everything, and you know, they had certain patterns among them. Remember, weren't we talking about the Super Duck not too long ago? Remember, and how crazy that pattern was? So, yeah, there are certainly some weird ones out there. We're talking about all these horrible things, and all I can... Okay, did you guys see this, right? It came across my news feed on Facebook not too long ago, and all of a sudden I was staring at two T-Rexes going at it. And it was like CGI, really high quality stuff, and I was like, who in their right mind put this together? And it turned out to be an advert for some Japanese condom company. And it's like, are you flipping serious? Really? And you know what? Do yourself a favor. Don't even Google it. I know you're tempted. I know you're tempted, but do not Google it. Okay? It's just going to... It's gonna poison your mind, man. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to educate, not poison. Ugh. Let's just move on. Focus on the battles at hand. You know, speaking of dino mating season, right? Let's venture outside those lines for just 1 second. Okay? Do you want to hear a crazy story? In California, I kid you not, they shut down a road for newt mating season. Now, the newt isn't an endangered animal or anything. They just want to make sure that hundreds or thousands of newts that travel back to their home pond to breed don't die. Apparently, over the years, there have been hundreds of dead newts found on a road, so it would definitely make sense to do this, okay? I mean, after all, they're pretty slimy, so like traction on a rainy day, you run over a newt, and then maybe you might end up dead. So, yeah, it might be safe for the drivers to avoid that road altogether anyhow. But it's still hilarious, because, I mean, especially since the salamanders, right? They've been around since the dinosaurs roamed the earth anyhow. So, I mean, I thought that it was especially worth mentioning today, of all days, considering love is in the air. Did I really say that? Yes, I did. And I'm gonna end talking like this, because when you put a period on something, it goes away, and that is what we're going to do right now. So, what else? What else is going on? Well, we could talk about the mosquito that was found in amber with a 99 million year old... Yeah, you know what? Let's skip that. If you want to Google that, go ahead. Yeah, jeez. Maybe we should just lay off the Dino Love talk. This was a really bad idea, man. It's like, you're talking about stupid Jurassic World and your stupid competition, making me talk about Dino Love stuff. I feel so violated now. It's just unbelievable. He gone. Alright, you booger. You're not standing between Metro, or Micro, and his Valentine's Day treat, so to speak. It's not happening, Carnoraptor. No Valentines for you! Booyah. So there we go! Happy Valentine's Day indeed. What a way to celebrate. None other than with... really? That's like getting a Valentine's Day card from like your grandma with a piece of poop on it, you know? That's pretty weak. I would rather have gotten something meaningful, like a Rex, or something along those lines. But whatever. So, go ahead and hatch them. Why not? We're still waiting on our wonderful Chronosaurus and his mate, who are taking their sweet, sweet, sweet time. And, wow, that's not obvious at all. We have $666. So, yeah. Man. What a day! Do the aquatic creatures celebrate Valentine's Day? No. Look at Lepto. He's like, I have been left without love. Yeah, sucks to be you, Lepto. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, we will see you guys next time here in another Jurassic World. All fallen dinos are the aforementioned certain religious type, as you can see by this area over here, which is a different section of the cemetery. This one looks a little bit more Irish Catholic, and it's on an appropriate coast setting. This is the grave site of Stego! Stego's grave site.
Knew ye well.
Yes.
Overlooking the water. You can be like that widow that waits for the return.
Yeah, like the widow that waits for the return. He was an amazing lad.